Arrancamos una nueva parte del programa. Arrancamos el Es Esto, la fábrica del día de la fecha. Esta sección en donde pensamos, repensamos, reanalizamos todo lo que tiene que ver con la industria de la música, y para ello nos nutrimos de diferentes diálogos. Hablamos con productores musicales, con responsables de festivales y con músicos, muchos músicos, para hablar de todos estos cambios y todas estas revoluciones que han pasado en un puñadito de años. Si nos ponemos a pensar en hace cuánto que funciona todo esto de la industria de la música, hace un par de añitos nada más hacía falta containers, barcos, aviones para distribuir a un lado del planeta todo lo que tenía que ver con el arte, desde una filmina de cine para que la pasen en algún proyector del mundo hasta los grandes vestuarios, bien sonoras de grandes de Broadway, no sé, como Cats, que tenían, o inclusive la del Planeta de los Simios, que también satirizan ahí en Los Simpsons con el señor Tom McCrew, donde tenían que distribuir de un lado para el otro los vestuarios, inclusive el teatro para hacerlo, y ni hablar de todo lo que tenía que ver con la música, discos, libros también, ¿por qué no? Todos esos cambios, todas esas revoluciones, marchas atrás, marchas para adelante, etcétera, etcétera, es que vamos a hablar en esta sección. Cuando la amiga Maita aparezca. Y ahí apareció la amiga Maita, justamente. Así que vamos a ingresarnos ya. A ver, Maita, are you listening good? Hello, how are you?
Yeah, one second.
Ahí estamos. We are live, my friend. Excellent. Ahí estamos. Ya estamos en comunicación con la amiga Maita. Ella sí es de los Estados Unidos. ¿Digo bien, amigo Raúl?
Exactamente, sí.
Ahí estamos conectados. Bueno, arrancar, Raúl, va a saludar, sí. Avisarle que estamos en vivo por las dudas.
Dale. Maita, hello, we are live. We are now going to make you the interview. Thank you very much for your time, for your support. And we know that it's really early in the morning and it's cold, no? Manu is now...
yeah.
It's really cold. Manu is now in Buenos Aires. I'm in Catalonia, in Spain. And where are you now?
I'm in Spokane, Washington.
In Washington.
Yeah.
Okay. And we are going to start with the interview. I'm going to make a little translation for the Spanish listeners. So please tell us your full name, where are you from, and how old are you?
I'm Maria Maita Kepler, and I'm from Portland, Oregon, and I'm 33.
Ok, estamos hablando con María Maita, es de Portland, Oregon, y tiene 33 años. And can you tell us which is your first memory of you listening to music?
I guess when I was a kid, we had a cassette tape player in the car that we'd listen to, and it was, I think, the Beatles, and then this other Japanese artist, Yen Town Band, which was from this Japanese movie. Yeah.
Okay. Manu, te voy a contar. I'm going to speak a little of Spanish with Manu. Es una artista que es japonesa-americana, o sea, tiene raíces japonesas, así que también debe tener mucha cultura oriental metida dentro de su familia, que después vamos a hablar también de eso. And can you tell us, when you were young, where do you get music from? From the radio, from the TV?
Mm-hmm. I think it was from my parents, mostly. Because I didn't really listen to the radio at first, and it was just whatever they had. So that's why I heard a lot of Japanese music from my mom, and then for my dad I was hearing, like I said, like the Beatles, but then also like Eurythmics and like some Cranberries, like other things.
Perfecto. Bueno, ahí nos estaba diciendo que ella más que nada antes no escuchaba mucho la radio cuando era chica, y más que nada consumía música que consumía su familia, por eso también tiene mucho oído para la música japonesa. And can you tell us which was your first instrument and which was the first song that you learned?
My first instrument was the violin, and so that violin songs were very classical, and like Suzuki violin songs. But on guitar, I started learning songs out of my mom's songbook, and I think it was Blackbird. Like I think that was the first one.
Nice. And how do you get your first guitar?
It was just lying around the house. It was my mom's guitar.
Oh, beautiful. Your mother plays the guitar, but in professional way or amateur?
No, just as a hobby. She doesn't really play it anymore, but she used to just have it, and she was trying to learn.
Perfecto. Bueno, nos estaba contando que su primer instrumento fue el violín y las primeras canciones, bueno, que aprendió fue de música clásica. Y después, how old were you when you get your first guitar?
When I got my first guitar?
No, when you were interested in it.
Yeah. I think that I must have been maybe like, I kept trying to learn, so I taught myself at first, so maybe like 10 or 11 is when I started trying to teach myself, but then I'd forget, and then I'd have to come back and learn all over again. So it was when I was 16 that it stuck.
Perfect. 16. Ok, bueno, lo que nos estaba contando que su primera guitarra era una guitarra que estaba dando vueltas por ahí después de tocar el instrumento. Su primer instrumento fue el violín, estudió música clásica y había una guitarra dando vueltas por ahí que era su mamá, que no tocaba a nivel profesional, tocaba de manera amateur, bueno, ella agarraba la guitarra de su mamá, más o menos a los 10, 11 empezó a tener interés por la guitarra, y es autodidacta, y alrededor de los 16 años fue cuando ella empezó realmente a tocar la guitarra. And can you tell us, you were living in Portland, Oregon. Are there any places to study music for free, or you have to pay to study music in Oregon?
I'm sure there are. I don't know of any. I just did a lot of my own studying. I would get songs from CDs, and I would just practice them and slow them down in my computer and then learn them note for note. I don't know of any free. I'm sure there are if you look really hard.
Okay. Sí, bueno, lo que nos estaba contando en Portland, en Oregon, cuando ella era más joven, y ahora que no sabe si hay lugares para aprender música de manera gratuita. Seguramente que si buscas alguno se encuentran, pero no es lo común, y que ella es totalmente autodidacta. O sea que cuando empezó a tocar la guitarra, ella ponía discos o cassettes de músicos y trataba de tocar encima, bajaba un poquito la velocidad y bueno, y así fue como empezó a tocar. And can you tell us which was the first concert that you went?
Went to? It was my friends made me go to a band that was like a Christian pop rock band, and it was called Reliant K, and I wasn't I didn't know the music, but she really wanted me to go with her, so that's what we went to.
Bueno, in Buenos Aires, Manu and me we are from Buenos Aires. There are a lot of Christian bands, and there are one of the biggest one in Latin America that is Kiosco. Manu es la banda más grande de Latinoamérica.
Tocó River.
Sí. Kiosco is the biggest Christian band in Latin America. They are really big. They are really big. Sí. And,
wow. Yeah.
Sí. And in Oregon, you have a lot of Christian bands.
I don't know. It's not like I don't usually listen to Christian bands, so I don't know too much. It was just for like I said, it was for my friends. I listen to a lot more of local indie rock bands and things, but I'm sure there are.
And this is like a personal question that I make to all the people that we interview, because in Buenos Aires, I'm over 40. In Buenos Aires, when I was young, we have like tribes, the punks, the rock, but we didn't have the indie tribe in Buenos Aires. How was the people that you meet when you were young? They were indie?
No, I guess. Well, yeah, I guess so. That's what they called it. And I don't like the term indie that much, because it technically could be any kind of music. Like indie pop, indie rock, indie. I think it just means any kind of music in that genre, like rock, that is not super mainstream or popular. It's like whatever people are making on their own. So I feel like it tends to be more experimental than what is on the radio.
And another question, do you think that there is a difference between underground music and indie music?
I think now it's just basically how culture sees it. I think culture sees indie music. It's gotten to be like really, really popular. So you might say like the Strokes or like the, you know, like that's like, even though they're very big and famous, just the genre people might call that indie rock. When really it's not. And underground is like much more actually small, like less people know about it. I feel like it's more like obscure.
Mm-hmm. And against the system, maybe that is the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maita, do you know the Japanese band Ground Zero?
No.
Okay. I want to know is a well-known band in Japan. It's a very strange band, and his
I
leader
should listen.
Okay.
Otomo Yoshihide, it's a DJ now, is her leader, and I want to know if you know, but it's perfect.
I'll listen. I like strange bands.
Ground Zero.
So we are going to send you some links to here, because we make we like to make the same questions all around the world and have to have different answers. You know, for us it's incredible that to meet people from all around the world. And in January of 2017, you released your first EP with 5 songs, Water Barrier. How was the recording process of that first EP?
It was cool. It was my first time recording an album in the studio, so I was very nervous, and it was really hard to play perfectly. And we just did a lot of takes with a metronome and with like a beat. And that one, since I was still playing a lot of folk music, that album we recorded my parts and then layered drums, bass, and guitar over. But after that, we started recording more as a more full band style. So we start with drums and bass and guitar, do it all at once more. So that's the only record that's like folk style.
Okay. And how was the feeling when you finished recording your first album?
It's great. It was really cool. It was like really strange and really cool to hear the songs from your bedroom, from your bedroom, like with one guitar, like sounds so full. I think it was a very strange experience.
And you recognize yourself in that recording or not?
I do now. Well, when I listen now, actually, I sound so small. Like I sound like such a child to me, and I think I changed the way I sing. I used to say words kind of weird when I sang. I think a lot of you do weird things when you're starting out, but I do think it sounds kind of sweet. It sounds very like a sweet, sort of nice person who,
Nice. Bueno, lo que nos estaba contando, en 2017 grabó su primer EP con un par de canciones que se llama Water Barrier, y que estaba muy nerviosa porque fue la primera vez que entraba a un estudio a grabar. Es un disco folk, más folk, no tan indio, no tan parecido a lo que está haciendo ahora, y lo fueron grabando todo por separado. Dice que ella tuvo un montón de no problemas, sino que tiró un montón de veces, grabó un montón de veces su parte, porque bueno, recién estaba empezando en eso, y grabaron todo por separado. Y una de las cosas que dice que sí se reconoce ella, ahora sí se reconoce ella cantando, pero bueno, que dice que hay cosas detalles muy pequeños de palabras que ella reconoce como que son raras, o que quizás no utilizaría ahora. In July of this year you released your last album, Want. Can you tell us why you put that name and which things inspires you to make that album?
Mm-hmm. That album, all the songs are about wanting something and desire, and it was a time when I wrote them. It was during the lockdown, and so you had a lot of time to think about your desires and your wants and your needs, and it felt like a very frustrated time. I felt like I took that frustration and just wrote all these songs kind of about memories and things that weren't there, and it ended up being kind of an intense emotional album, I think, because of that, writing these songs because when in the lockdown you had a lot of time, so much time. So everything you feel just like had a lot of time to get really intense.
Muy bueno. Bueno, nos estaba hablando de cómo fue el proceso de escribir y de qué fue la que le inspiró en su último disco que se llama Want. Bueno, que nos estaba contando que son todas cosas inspiradas, fue durante la pandemia que fue escribiendo las cosas, y que es un disco muy intenso, muy emocional, y que, bueno, se llama Want justamente porque el disco habla de todas las cosas que queremos y deseamos, y como, bueno, fue escrito durante la pandemia, fue algo que fue bastante emocional, como ya dije, y duro, que fue un momento para ella. Fue la pandemia, el lockdown, el encierro en la pandemia fue bastante frustrante. Do you know that we have the chance to interview a lot of bands from the UK, and they were the first ones that say that you have music after lockdown, after post-COVID music. Are you agree with that or not?
Oh, like they started having music first? Or
No. For example, this a completely new genre, like post-COVID bands. Incredible. For us,
I don't know.
The first
I have not heard any post-COVID. I haven't listened to.
Incredible. You can search on internet, and there is like a new genre, post-COVID bands. Incredible. It was the first time that we listened to that. It was hard for us, but so you didn't know about that. Perfect.
No.
Perfect. And can you tell us, you make a lot of videos. Can you tell us how did you decide to make a video of which song? How do you decide that?
I think the connection is that I'm. Can you ask again? I think the connection is bad.
Sí, no, it's okay. Sí. Can you tell us, you make many videos of your music. Mm-hmm. Can you tell us how do you choose which song to make a video?
Yeah, so that's whatever songs are the singles, and it's hard to choose. I think we ask a lot of people because we are so close to the songs, and I can't tell which ones are good singles, and I feel like I kind of write every song as a single. I imagine every song has to be a song that people can grab onto quickly. So especially for me, I don't have many like songs that are not that like any of them could be. So yeah, it's just, you have to just kind of go with your intuition and asking your friends. Yeah.
Okay, and after making the video, the sense of the song change or not?
Sometimes it adds a different side to the song. I think it adds a different story to it. Like it allows me to imagine a world that I can see that goes with the song. But I think most of the time, the video really is inspired by my feeling of the song.
Perfect. Bueno, lo que le estaba preguntando es cómo ella decide de qué canción hacer un video, y dice que la mayoría son de los simples o sea, de la canción que a ella más le interesa que sea reconocida, y dice que igualmente ella escribe todas las canciones como si fuesen un single, como si fuese algo que realmente que a ella le gustaría que le importe a la gente, y lo que ella decía es que también el hacer un video le da como la oportunidad de agregar una historia a la canción. Entonces ella va agregando la historia, pero también la mayoría de los videos son de cosas que ella se imagina, así que va pegado una cosa con la otra, la canción, el video y lo que ella se imagina de cómo hacer un mundo visual para la canción. Manu, ¿tenés alguna pregunta?
Oh, muy interesante. No, Raúl.
¿Sí?
Mandale.
Sí. Manu is listening. Sí. No, we really like what the kind of songs that you are making, and I think that you give a lot of importance to the lyrics, no?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very important to me.
Why?
Just because I started off just me and my guitar. I didn't have a big band, a big production to make the songs sound extremely unique. All I had to make the song sound unique is what I could say. So that is my background.
Tremendo lo que acaba de decir, muy bueno. Bueno, le pregunté por qué, si ella le daba mucha importancia a las letras y por qué, y me dijo que sí, que le da mucha importancia a las letras y porque ella generalmente empieza a tocar con una guitarra y dice que no hay una banda ni una cosa gigante atrás que hagan las canciones únicas, entonces ella trata de encontrar esa cosa única a través de las letras. Muy bueno, muy bueno. You are in Washington now, but you're from Portland, Oregon. Can you tell us how is the actual music scene in Portland, Oregon?
It's good. There's a lot of bands that are played, and there's not a lot of music industry, so it's different from like LA or New York. We don't have a lot of like the big businesses and stuff for music, so I think in Portland it kind of gets to feel like it's a lot just for creativity and for community, and I do like that.
Beautiful. Bueno, hay primera contradicción, Manu, que lo que nos decía, que le estaba preguntando por la escena actual de Oregon, y lo que dice ella que no tienen una industria tan fuerte de la música en esa región, o sea que no es como Los Ángeles o Nueva York, entonces realmente la gente que empieza a hacer música es porque lo desea y eso es una cosa que a ella le gusta mucho, que realmente la música, la gente hace música porque le gusta. ¿Cómo?
No, sí, me gustaría preguntarle qué representa para ella, perdón, estaba hablando a cualquier lado, qué representa para ella el escenario.
Manu,
la palabra es representar, no le preguntes otra cosa, representar.
Lo que pasa es que es difícil traducirlo perfecto.
Represent.
Sí, what does the stage represent to you?
What the stage?
Oregon? Or wait, sorry, what?
The stage, what did the stage represent to you? Uh-huh.
The stage, just being on stage, you mean? I guess to me it does represent freedom in a lot of ways for me. Like it is the place where I feel like I can be the most, like I'm a very quiet person, and that is the place where I can be the loudest, and that feels very freeing.
Excelente. Free.
Muy bueno. Sí, bueno, Manu le preguntó qué representa el escenario para ella y dice que, bueno, primero libertad total y aparte porque como ella suele ser una persona muy quiet, muy tranquila, en el escenario tiene volumen y puede hablar, puede gritar y eso es algo que a ella le gusta. Only 2 more questions. We really like to speak with you. Thanks for your time. And can you tell us something about your future plans with music?
Yeah, we have a few more tour dates this month, and then next year we'll do a few more dates of touring, and I just have to, I have a lot of songs that I'm writing and that I want to write, and so I think I'm going to enter the creative stage, because there's stages, and I just did the album release stage, and now I'm doing touring, and I have to go back to the quiet, creative, like, writing stage.
And quiet creative stage?
Yeah,
okay.
Because I do all my writing by myself. Like I write by myself in my room and then I take it to the band.
Perfect. Bueno, ahí lo que nos estaba contando es que los planes futuros que tienen, bueno, es terminar los tour dates, las fechas que tienen un montón de fechas planeadas, después un pequeño parate, más fechas, y lo que ella quiere es volver a su lugar de creatividad, su lugar tranquilo, asentó tranquilo de creatividad, que es en su cuarto sola, tranquila, bueno, tocando la guitarra en su cama y estar en ese estado de tranquilidad para poder componer. Just to finish the interview, we are going to play Waking Up at Night. We are going to play that song. Can you tell us something about that song?
That song is about mental health. It's about like feeling depressed or anxious, and it's supposed to be about all of the things that we all do to try, like the cycle of like coming back to this place where you might feel low. That's the verses. All the things we do when we're low, and then the chorus is what we try to do to get out of it, and sometimes it just feels like it goes in a loop, and so it's meant to kind of tackle that topic.
Perfect. Beautiful finish. Thank you very much for your time. We're going to send you the interview when we finish, and it's been beautiful to talk with you. Thanks, and enjoy your day.
Thanks so much.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Excelente, Raúl.
Again,